Oh, income stream services just uploaded a video of him doing that short. Okay. Hey guys, it's always an exciting day when ChatGPT drops a new model, but this time it is a particularly exciting day. They've released GPT-4, and then I think this is an O. They may as well just call this model not GPT-5 because everyone and their grandma is waiting for GPT-5, but instead we've got GPT-4o. I'm going to be calling this model GPT 4.5, and it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. They're trying to compete with Claude. Now, let's talk about a few different things that they have updated. So GPT-O, which stands for Omni, is a step towards much more natural human-computer interaction. It accepts as input any combination of text, audio, and image, and generates any combination of text, audio, and image outputs. When it can do video, that will be a very exciting day. It can respond to audio inputs in as little as 232 milliseconds with an average of 320 milliseconds, which is similar to human response time. What does that actually mean? It basically means you can now have a chat with ChatGPT as if it was your only friend. So that's a very, very interesting update. They've left a load of kind of dystopian videos here of them talking to their ChatGPTs. I'm not going to watch these videos. You can find them on OpenAI's website. They're just a little bit dystopian for me to watch, to be honest with you. But what do we care about? We care about whether this is actually an improvement on their current models. And if it is an improvement, what have they improved? Now, I've been doing a little bit of testing, and I can say right now that GPT 4.5, as I'd refuse to call it GPT-4o, GPT 4.5 is definitely better at coding than GPT-4. Now you can actually see we have text evaluation, audio ASR performance, audio translation performance, and I think this is probably the biggest change they've actually made. Now you may or may not know that Claude Opus is actually pretty bad at foreign languages. Now you probably don't know that if you don't speak another language. I speak Italian, my fiance is Italian. She has told me that Claude Opus's Italian is about as good as mine, or I should say about as bad as mine. It's really not very good at all. So I think what ChatGPT is trying to do is it's trying to be the GPT or the large language model for everybody. For all of these languages that I can't even pronounce these languages, Tamil, Hindi, Urdu, Arabic, all of those languages, Claude will not have a hope in hell of doing this well. So GPT 4.5 or GPT Omni, as we could call it as well, is specifically designed, in my opinion, to put ChatGPT at the top of multi-use LLMs. What do I mean by that? Claude has very specific use cases. It's very good at SEO. It's very good at choosing large amounts of data and choosing small parts of large amounts of data. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is much, much better at doing everything. So ChatGPT seems to be the GPT for people who want to do many, many different things, whereas Claude is good for very specific things. Another change they've made is they've made languages like Italian, German, etc. faster, and also less tokens. This is another big change because if you were translating into one of the more complicated languages, for example, I can't even pronounce this language, it was using 4.4 more tokens than before. What does that mean? If you were writing in that language, it would have been using far more tokens and it would have been far slower. So overall, these are some pretty good changes, but has it actually made the model better? That's the important thing. So without any other inputs, this is GPT-4, and I said, make me a Python script that replicates the game of Snake. And it gave me this script, pip install pygame, and then it just gave me this script here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code right here. I haven't changed anything. I've literally just pressed copy code here. I'm not trying to trick anyone here. So we'll call this one GPT4.py, okay? And then we'll save it and we'll run it, okay? So this is GPT-4. So I'll do Python GPT4.py and press enter, and it says type error, cannot unpack non-iterable int object. What does that mean? It means it hasn't worked. let's go over to GPT-4o or Omni or 4.5, whatever. Make me a Python script that replicates the game of Snake. Exactly the same prompt. That's important. And then this time we'll press copy here. Do the same thing. New file, gpt4o.py. Paste this, Control S, and then we'll do Python gpt4o.py. And look at that. We can now play Snake. So it seems, and I can testify to this. I'm going to be playing Snake at the same time. Okay, I died. Nice. I can attest to this because I was also coding last night, doing something slightly more complicated than a game of Snake. And GPT-4o, Omni, whatever, actually fixed something that's been broken for months, and I couldn't get anything to fix it. So is this the new model for coding? We will see. I would love there to be a new model for coding, and in particular, I would love there to be a new model for coding in GPT. Now, the reason for that is because it's connected to the internet. So if I say, look up the Anthropic Claude documentation and list it here, you can see it's searching for the Anthropic documentation, and it should find actual. So if I say find actual syntax and list it here, this is something that Claude can't do. Gemini doesn't do very well. None of them do this very well. So if GPT-4 Omni is finally going to bring something to the game that does this, then we're actually going to be in a very, very good position. Now, is this correct code? Probably not. It might need a little bit more information. Actually, this does look correct, to be fair. So this makes a huge difference because letting ChatGPT read things for itself and understanding them and then bringing them back is much better than giving LLMs this information. When these LLMs can read the information from themselves and understand the information, that is when it really, really starts to work. So having a better coder that's connected to the internet could be an absolutely massive game changer. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out. Hey, you, subscribe.